The KBC Nightly News.
Hello, Airbody. Welcome to Kerbalized Realism. Tonight we have Seeker 1 landing on the MON, Viking 5 inbound to Venus, and Sith 4 goes for 8 days in space.
Starting off with a little AI everyone hates, but hey, it's fun. May 10th, 1967, from LK-36A, Seeker 1, an uncrewed moon lander. It's time to prove the Americans can't soft land a craft on the moon. With the advancement in technology for a true cryogenic upper stage, the Kapari using liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen to propel larger payloads. If you haven't figured it out, or maybe you just don't know, Seeker is equivalent to Surveyor, and Kapari is the Centaur. I feel like most everyone goes with the obvious Centaur, so I went with a variant of Kelpie, a Scottish water spirit often depicted in the shape of a horse that lures people into icy waters. Surveyor 1 launched May 30th, 1966, landing on the moon June 2nd. It transmitted over 11,000 still photos of the lunar surface using a television camera and a sophisticated radio telemetry system. It landed in the Ocean of Storms, or to badly mispronounce it in Latin, Oceanus Procedural. It's the largest of all the lunar mare, and the only one named in ocean. All the rest are seas. It covers roughly 4 million square kilometers, accounting for 10.5% of the entire lunar surface. All the surveyors were launched on a direct path. No parking orbit, no orbit at the moon. Just launch, go, turn around, slow down just enough and land. Using a solid rocket engine firing at 75.3 kilometers from the surface, burning for 40 seconds, slowing the craft down to about 110 meters per second from a blistering 2.6 kilometers a second. That engine being jettisoned at 11 kilometers from the surface, where 3 Vernier engines took over, burning for about another 2.5 minutes, before shutting down about 3.5 meters off the surface, falling about 3 meters per second, going into a complete free fall to avoid contaminating the surface with rocket blasts. We, unfortunately, didn't. The engine stayed on right until impact. Surveyor 1 would go on to transmit data from the surface of the moon throughout January 7th, 1967. With a scary little bounce, just like NASA. Perfect. On our first try, we have landed on the moon. Transitioning back to the main pad at the KSC. Someone, no, it couldn't have been me, right? That didn't make sure to check to see that it was being rolled out to a historically accurate launch site. So, on June 2nd, 1967, Viking 4 lifts off, heading for a close flyby of Venus, kinda like Mariner 5 did. I even used the correct, shorter solar panels, unlike the last Venus trip. We are on the right timeline with this one. Mariner 5 launched June 12th, 1967, from LC-12 on an Atlas vehicle, 5401. The booster performed anomaly all throughout and until the Genus second burn, where there were some abnormal fluctuations in the engine chamber, but it didn't overly affect the mission's outcome. It did lead to a redesign of a Genus turbo pumps gearbox. As this Decouplers, oh, we already missed it. We've seen Genus, and that'll be caught up in a later episode. Now, we're back to the stock Kerbal launch pad again. I'm telling you, someone's getting fired for this, and it sure ain't me. July 2nd, 1967. Sith 4 going for an 8-day stay in orbit. doubling the last mission of 4 days. Also smashing the Soviets' 5-day record set by Vostok 5 in 1963. We had an abysmal TWR. This thing crawls off the launch pad. Finally getting to a safe altitude, it ditches the launch abort system and separates from the bottom stage where it gets a more respectable TWR to finish its orbit. They attempt to do station keeping with the upper stage, but the orbital thrusters malfunction, so all they can do is run a few experiments and float for 8 days. Also, if you wonder what's so special about 8 days, well, it's the absolute minimum requirement for a lunar landing, of course. So, thank you for watching. Hope you liked this. Hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Goodbye.
Sao er cái kỹ năng biết tác pháp phép cái này.
Oh, and there was like, if you're still here, we missed the whole like coming down, and it just abruptly ends. So once again, goodbye.